Hi everyone. A little spontaneous new live stream. I'm walking home now and I hope I'm not gonna get wet. It's not gonna start raining. There are some grayish clouds, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's sunset time in Germany. And a little bit windy, so I hope the quality is alright and you can hear me properly. Kinda. Thought it was about time to actually do another one of these Lonely Walk in Germany live streams, because they're always fun. Tanya, hi there. Just wait a moment, gonna brighten up the screen there. Enjoy your walk, man. Yes, I will. I will. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So once again, I'm out and about in Germany, on my way home, pretty much from my parents. Just ate there for dinner. Really yummy stuff. Pretty much noodles with chicken, I think it was. It actually has a specific name, but I tend to forget it, so... Tina, hey! And yes, Opeth. That's actually my tour shirt, my Opeth tour shirt, because I saw them live last year in Cologne in November, together with my father. Went there, and that was like a really cool gig, really cool. And I really like to buy like band merchandise in general, but also band shirts, like tour shirts in this case. Don't know if you can, gonna try something. Let's see. There. Probably doesn't work. So you probably haven't seen anything really, but that was my try to film the back of my t-shirt with all the tour dates. But yeah, at least I tried. So why not? So this is what it looks like right here. It's a little bit like a mixture of, there's some blue sky, there are many clouds, and there it's pretty grayish, to be honest. So I don't know. I don't really know. Let's keep your fingers crossed. I'm gonna stay dry and not get wet on this walk. So I hope you're doing fine. I sure am. Have you ever been in the Rammstein offline shop in Berlin? No, haven't. I haven't. A for effort, yeah. Thank you. In fact, I've never been to a Rammstein offline shop, and I don't know if there are many other. I mean, I guess there are many others like in other European cities, but as of Germany, I think the one in Berlin is the only one, right? So, Ferris, hi! Nikolai, hi! Shadow, hi! Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's wait. Oh, by the way, some German Umleitung, which means detour. Die Umleitung. All right. Annette, Lamour, hi, thanks for tuning in. I think it's only the one in Berlin. Is it? Okay. Didn't know that. So yeah. In fact, I don't even own a Rammstein t-shirt in the first place. Like, I don't think, at least, no. I don't even earn any, and earn and own. Maybe I earn, no. But I definitely don't own any Rammstein related merchandise. No shirts whatsoever, nothing. So that is definitely something that I still need to get at some point. But we'll see. First, I mean, once I'm gonna go to a Rammstein show in the future, because I haven't been to a Rammstein show either, at least not yet, I'm definitely gonna get a tour shirt or a concert type of shirt. Little bit incognito every now and then. Don't have time to watch, sorry, but hello from Canada! Murderbong, that's an interesting username, interesting nickname. Thanks for tuning in nonetheless. Tschüss, wie geht's? That is pretty much correct, yeah. What is it? Will Brew Lover. Okay. Mir geht es gut. Mir geht es gut. Ich hoffe, dir geht es auch gut, beziehungsweise euch. So. How are you, Dave? I'm doing fine. I mean, you know, taking it the American way, that should probably remain my only answer, like a small talk answer type of thing, a really short one. Like, I'm fine. But being the German that I am, I could say much more, of course. Dein Schnürsenkel ist offen. That is not correct, my friend. Hi there. Vuko. Get well soon, by the way, buddy. Hope you get soon enough so that I can meet you next weekend. But we'll see. So, what is Schnürsenkel in English? Actually, I don't know. Schnürsenkel. Feeling much better. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. Awesome. Oh, by the way. Really beautiful here. I think it's like many flats and apartments for elders and senior citizens. Really, really cool. Shoelace. Ah. Habe ich mal wieder was gelernt. I've learned something. Once again. So. Do you like Harry Potter? Professor Löres, hi. Yes, I do like Harry Potter. Yes. And I also like Harry Potter, well, how should I put it? You know, parodies, I guess you could say. Verarschen. Like the Cold Mirror videos in German, for instance. Really, really cool. Aha, okay. Ich beleidige keine Moslems, warum sollte ich? What the fuck? Margaret Schmidt, genau. Exactly. Facebook's opening. No! Wait a moment. There, okay. Just got a message on Facebook. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't have anything against Muslims, so... And why should I? In fact, I don't have anything against anyone besides Nazis and racists and stuff. Everyone should be entitled to their own beliefs and what they believe in, as long as they don't harm other people and don't force that stuff upon them. That is my opinion. So I'm a humanist in that sense, I guess, philosophically speaking. So Guten Morgen Vlog Dave, alles fit im Schritt, bitte auf Deutsch. Ja, bei mir ist alles fit im Schritt, da kann ich mich nicht beklagen und so. Ich hoffe, bei euch ist auch alles super und euch geht's auch gut. Ist sehr angenehm gerade, ein bisschen windig, aber trotzdem schön. Die Sonne geht gerade unter und es sind leider einige Wolken am Himmel. Das heißt, die Sonne kommt nicht so gut raus. Aber davon abgesehen ist es sehr schön. So, and that was some German thrown in. The Sentinel, hi there. Guten Abend from Bristol. Greetings to Bristol. Greetings, greetings. So let's quickly scroll back in case I have missed something. Voldemort or Grindelwald? Is it Grindelwald in English? I don't know. Grindelwald. I like both. I mean, if I had to make a decision there, I would go for Grindelwald, simply because I really like Johnny Depp as a character, but also because I think Voldemort is a little bit, I don't know. He's okay, I guess, but in comparison, I'd prefer Grindelwald, I'd say. Guten Tag aus Albany, New York. Hi there. Thanks for tuning in. Really kind of gray here now. And I've actually never taken you with me this way, like I've only did that the other way around, but going back home like this, haven't really done that yet. So this is a first one in my Lonely Walks in Germany live streams, which are like aka Corona live streams, but I guess I'm also gonna continue them after Corona is over, if it's gonna be over at all. Anytime soon, probably not. But yeah, by the way, okay. Yeah, they are not lonely, like, but I'm walking alone, so the shortest name for this one was Lonely Walk in Germany. There, the sun is setting. Where do you live, Dave? I live in the Sauerland region in North Rhine-Westphalia in West Germany. That is one of 16 German states, and well, the most western German state actually. And you know, sounds strange to say that, but it's true. I live where other people go on for vacation, so I really enjoy living here. Especially in regards to the nature, and you know, really beautiful here. Little landmarks everywhere, and really cool for hiking especially. And since I like hiking, I like where I live. And I like nature, so I like where I live. Alright. This, by the way, is also really cool. I think it's a monument, like a wall, built by children, but not like children's labor stuff, but on a voluntary basis. I think this was like an art project or something. I don't know. Not too sure. By the way, I hope the stream is running kind of smoothly and it's not too pixelated, because I never know that when I'm streaming live, because then it always looks fine. Like what I'm seeing now myself and your chat and stuff, that always looks fine, no matter if it actually looks shitty afterwards. So, you know. Oh, by the way, there it is. That's like a little map for where you are and stuff. Really cool. We have a couple of them here along the way. And by the way, the river that you just saw a minute ago, that was the river Ruhr, die Ruhr, which is pretty much the name giver, if that's a term, for the Ruhr area, which we call in Germany and in German das Ruhrgebiet. I've talked about that before, but in case you're new on this live stream, and it's like the first one you're seeing on my channel of the Out and About live streams and Lonely Walk in Germany live streams, I usually tell a little bit about where I am and what is going on here. So that river is really important for the whole area in North Rhine-Westphalia, next to the river Rhine, of course, der Rhein in German. And yeah. Greetings from Honduras. Sylvia, hi there. Thanks for tuning in. Tom McComb. Nee, das sieht ziemlich gut aus auf meinem Handy. Sehr gut. Bist du Deutscher oder hast du das gerade auf Deutsch geschrieben? Das klang nämlich sehr gut und war alles richtig. Deswegen super. Hey Dave, are you 100% German? I always assumed Dave was more English name than German. Yes, I am. I am German. The thing is, well, Dave is not my real name, I have to say, so. Wait a moment, gonna be right back. All right, so Dave is not my real name. It is his real name is Vlog. Close. No, my real name is Jan, Jan. Typical German name, really common one, really short one. And Dave is sort of a self-given nickname of mine, which I gave to myself back in, I think 2009, around that time, when I was writing a novel. It's not released yet, by the way, but it is pretty much written. I only have to like re-correct it. Could actually do that in the next couple of days, maybe a little bit here and there, so I can actually publish it at some point. Anyway, I tried to come up with a nickname in a way for myself, which would both reflect my musical inspiration and my cinematic inspiration. And that is how I came up with Dave Durden. Dave stands for Dave Grohl, who's one of my like musical idols. one of my favorite musicians of all time. And if I had to choose one musician that I would really like to meet at some point and drink like a beer with or something, or meet after a concert, it would definitely be Dave Grohl, hands down. I mean, there are a couple of other choices that come to mind. Steven Wilson, Mikael Åkerfeldt from Opeth, for instance, but David Grohl. That's his full name. Dave Grohl is, yeah, he's just awesome. Everything about him, pretty much. What he does off screen as well, like off camera to people, how generous he is, and just a really cool guy overall. And Durden, well, some of you might have guessed it already, has to do with a movie and the character of Tyler Durden, who's a character in Fight Club. And in that sense it also has to do with a book, because that movie was filmed after a book of the same name. Really cool. One of my favorite movies of all time, and that is how I came up with Dave Durden. And for some reason I kept using it online, like back in 2011 when I well, started my first YouTube channel. By the way, it might be a bit louder here because of the water. I like the smell of water like that. Really cool every time. Ooh, what do I see there? So, back in 2011 when I started my first YouTube channel, I named it Dave Durden TV. And ever since then, pretty much everything I did on YouTube or like social media, I just kept using Dave Durden. And so that became like a self-given nickname, I guess you can say. And yeah, that's how I actually came up with Dave. And I'm so used to Dave. Like, for instance, all my friends that I know through Get Germanized, through Vuko, they call me Dave. Like all of them. Oh, by the way, here the fairness zone begins. So beware. So yeah, I just got used to it, and it's a nickname in the true sense of the word, like pretty much like a second name for me. His name is Robert Paulson. Yeah. Oh, I have to rewatch Fight Club, by the way. That I like it. Love that movie. And not kidding, actually watched it like maybe 11-12 times in total. And there was a time when I still went to school with a good buddy of mine. We both liked the movie, and like we had like a little gap in between lessons, in like the third and fourth lesson, I think, on Wednesdays back in the day, I think it was. And then we always went to my place and we watched Fight Club for like a few weeks. We also did other things, like for instance, we also with a couple of other schoolmates, friends of mine, we drove to like a restaurant and ate there and stuff. Really cool in the morning, especially like some lunch, breakfast time and celebration. But we also watched Fight Club, I think, maybe 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row, in German, in English, with subtitles, without subtitles and stuff, you know. Bit strange, of course, but it's a great movie, and you can watch it. You can really watch it so many times, and you can still see some new things that you haven't seen before. And that is what really is a great movie, in my opinion. So that's why we know you as Vlog Dave. That is true. One of the Fantastic Beasts films will take place in Germany during times of National Socialism. Yeah, Could be. I mean, yeah. Can definitely see that coming. Do not talk about Fight Club. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. So Jan, Martin, by the way, hi, thanks for tuning in. Can you explain why there really are no street view of Germany on Google Earth? I think there are. I think there is street view in Germany, yet not in all German cities. Like, I guess in like Berlin and Munich, Hamburg, like the big cities, I guess that exists, but littler cities, I'm not too sure. And it might also have something to do, in fact, with like data privacy, because that is like a totally different thing in Europe and in Germany compared to, for instance, the United States of America, where you handle data privacy a little bit different. And, you know, you can't just film everywhere, I guess, with Google Street View. And if you do, you have to like pixelate people and stuff like that. So, might be a reason if it doesn't exist, but I don't know. Don't really use it actually. Which language is the novel in? It's in German. It's in German. Sometimes I'm gonna put the cell phone down when people are crossing the way and stuff. So don't wonder. Oh, you're in Schleswig-Holstein. Nice. Tom Waldgeist. Cool name. Yeah, right now I think it's like 21, 20 degrees Celsius, maybe. Around that. Spill the tea, Dave. And hi Sascha, by the way, Platin Gigs. Danke fürs Einschalten. Thanks for tuning in. Like the fresh air. And I really like the air when you're like walking next to a river. That is always like really especially fresh and you know, humid air in a way, of course. So really cool. Walking near a bar, by the way, a restaurant. So that is why you might hear people talking and stuff. By the way. Does the letter V exist in the German alphabet, V, or is it replaced by the W, V, since it has the same sound? I mean, both letters exist and don't have the same sound. Like, and there's also a difference. Like, when you're talking about the letter V in German, that is V, but when you're using it in a word, it's usually like an F sound. So, for instance, when you think of der Vogel, the bird in German, it's like an F type of sound. Der Vogel, the bird. So it's not the Vogel, because the letter itself is V, but it's der Vogel. Right, so there's a difference. And then we also have the W, which is das V in German, V. And that is pretty much the same within words. For instance, when you think of die Waage, the scale, that pretty much remains the same. But that is completely different to like the American like letter in a way, in terms of when you're looking at the single letter without being used in a word, because in German it's V and in English it's W. I always thought of that to be like a strange name for a letter in English, by the way. W. Why W? I mean, why is it called W in the first place? I've always wondered about that. Guess there is a specific reason, but I don't know. Die Vene. Oh, that is like a good example. Yeah, it also exists like a V, but that is like the minority, I'd say, like, so, So, usually it's like an F type of sound, der Vogel, but then you also have like terms like the vein, which is die Vene. So that is pretty similar to English actually in that case. It's like a V type of sound, a W type of sound in German, die Vene. I don't think there is a... Maybe there is a specific rule to it, I don't know. For instance, like der Vegetarier, the vegetarian, it also is like V plus E in German, right? So it's like the same beginning, the same combination of letters. So maybe, I don't know if there's a rule, actually. Never thought about that. Because that's the thing, like, we Germans, we just use that intuitively because we've learned that. And we don't really reflect on why sometimes we use like a vowel that sounds like an F in Vogel, and sometimes we use a vowel that sounds like a V in die Vene. Interesting. Never really gave that a thought, to be honest. But that is definitely interesting, linguistically speaking. And yes, that is also true, Tom. V and U were written the same in Latin. So yeah, there's also a correlation in some way. I think it may depend on whether it's an important foreign word. I don't know. I don't know if that has to do with stuff. I mean, yeah, it looks like two V's, two V's in German, so to speak, like the W. But you know, I don't know. Why is it W? Like, does that U in W refer to you, the personal pronoun? Du in German, you, or sie? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I hope, by the way, it's not too loud, because right next to me there is like the Autobahn. So it might be a little bit loud here and there. But I'm not too sure. I really like the smell of that river area here. So I really like to go out and about and go walk here especially. That is always really, really cool. And always like a nice place to go with you guys for like a live stream, for instance. So it really is a beautiful area, yeah. Because even like, especially now on a Sunday at around like, I guess 8 p.m. it's not crowded anymore, because usually there are like many people walking around here because it's so gorgeous and really, really cool. Great for bicycles, for instance, or just hiking, walking and stuff, you know, inline skating in general. You can do everything here, and that is really what I like about where I live. And this, by the way, is not the exception to the rule, having that much forest here. That is pretty much the rule. because, you know, this is the Sauerland and the Hochsauerland where I live, especially, like not a district, but like an area within the Sauerland region, where you have much forest area, and where I live, you know, we're pretty much surrounded by forests and green spots everywhere, and that is so cool. I really love that. So that bridge also leads into the forest, by the way. Right there. Have you been to the Black Forest? No, der Schwarzwald, by the way, which is like the literal translation of the Black Forest, or like the other way around rather, because it's a German region. The Black Forest is a literal translation of der Schwarzwald, for the color schwarz, black, and der Wald, singular, die Wälder, plural, the forest, or the woods as a plural term, I think in American English, first and foremost. But no, I haven't been there yet. Just enjoying the atmosphere for a moment. Good Charlotte was the worst band I've ever seen live. I've also seen them live. I mean, they were quite entertaining, I think. Haven't really seen them from up close to the stage. We were like in the middle of the whole crowd at Rock am Ring when I saw them live last year, I think, or like the year before. But actually, there was only like one kind of disappointment, I guess you can say, in terms of concerts and live shows, and that was what are they called? Rise Against. Yeah, teenage girls, awesome. No, like Rise Against, they were okay live, but not really great. I mean, maybe they also had like a bad day of sorts, but Tim, the singer, wasn't really singing all too well live, I don't think. It was okay, it wasn't bad, but yeah. Definitely not the best live band I've seen so far. Sorry, Rise Against, but I like you nonetheless. I went to a music festival in 2002 in order to see Incubus, to see a band called Adema. That was the worst band I ever saw. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, there is a song by Adema, which is called Giving In, and partially the singer sounds like Chester, I think, Chester Bennington, and a mixture between Chester Bennington and Jonathan Davis of Korn. And as far as I know, the singer of Adema, or Adema, I think they're called, Adema, I think he's the brother of Jonathan Davis, actually, the Korn singer. So, but I only know that one song by them. By the way, and there is a song, what is it called again? Oh, there is a song by a band, I don't really know anything else by them, and my brother showed me that song a couple of years ago. The band is called Low Pro, and the song is called Texas. And it really has a cool melody line going on, I think, especially like in the vocals. And it really sounds cool. The chorus is awesome. And I don't think they are like a well-known band. I think they might have been featured in a video game of sorts. That would be my musical recommendation of the day. Low Pro, it's like LO dash like slash oh no, it's like LO hyphen pro, Low Pro, and the song is called Texas, like the state. Great song, and also like a catchy tune. Are you learning new languages currently? No. Kadu, Santa, by the way, thanks for tuning in. Hi. No, I'm not learning new languages. I would only, to be honest, I would only learn a new language if I knew that I could use it actively. For instance, if I knew that I would go to like a different country and move there for like a couple of months or so, or maybe for a longer period of time, for instance like Spain, I would definitely learn Spanish before doing that. But I don't learn languages just because I want to learn them. I personally need to have like a practical use of knowing the language, and if I don't have them, I don't have any motivation to learn the language. I inform myself on what a language is about, like in terms of the grammar system and stuff, or if there are similar words to German words and stuff. But apart from that, I'm not really like a polyglot in that sense, that I like regularly learn other languages, even though I love languages, don't get me wrong. So yeah. There's a little bit of sun left there, but only a little bit. I mean, you know, if I were to have like a European travel trip ahead of me, and I knew that I would go to like Italy and Spain and France, for instance, I would learn those languages, or maybe like a little bit of them at least. But yeah. I mean, through YouTube, I've met people from other countries, of course, and I've even become friends with some of them. For instance, with Yasuo, you might know him or remember him from a couple of my vlogs. He's Japanese, like a Japanese living in Germany, and he's like a mutual friend of both Get Germanized and myself. And we usually like speak English and talk in English when we, just meet and talk about things. But of course, in that case, I technically could try to learn Japanese in order to be able to communicate with him in his mother tongue, his native language. But that would be like maybe a good case in which it would make sense for me to learn another language. But then again, I know that there are many potential motivational things and aspects to being interested in learning a language. For instance, if you are like American and you have like German ancestry, for instance, or you are of German descent, and that is why you are interested in learning more about the language, the German language, and Germany. Totally, makes total sense, Oh, by the way, there are a couple of plants, flowers. So would you call that, is that already a flower? Like these bush type of thingies? Or is that a plant, or is that a flower? Or do both words apply? Because sometimes I wonder, when do you use plant and when do you use flower? Weeds. Or you just use a completely different term. I mean, yeah. But that being said, for instance, coming back to Japanese real quick, I don't know too much about the language. I mean, Vuko, Get Germanized, knows much more about it than I do. But I'm fascinated by the language. Like, I really like the sound of it and the way it's constructed in a way, like with those different signs, kanji and stuff, you know. Wildflowers. And when do you use plants, though? Is every plant a flower, but not every flower is a plant? Or, I don't know. But every flower is a plant. I think it needs to be, per definition, I guess. But not every plant is a flower. That way it's correct, I think. Now that I think about it. Two women with dogs, and the dogs are somehow like angry, aggroed. Yeah, I mean, pretty much similar to Pflanze and Blume maybe in German, yeah. Do you have any pets? Not directly, but indirectly, because like my family, my mom and dad, they have 3 cats, and they, like, of course, are part of the family. So indirectly speaking, I have pets, but directly speaking, I don't. But I would really like to have like a cat, for instance, or 2 at some point in the future. Could definitely see that happen. See that happening. Back in the day, I also had what did I have? Meerschweinchen and Wellensittiche, for instance. Meerschweinchen and Wellensittiche. But that was like a long time ago. Cats, I really like cats. I also like dogs, but I somehow prefer cats because, you know, I guess it's just natural because we never had a dog, we only had cats. So I'm more of a cat person, I guess you can say. But yeah. But of course, like, Shari is really cute as a dog, you know, no question. By the way, really cool colored sky. Doesn't really come across too well in the live stream, I don't think, because it's actually a bit darker than what's shown here on my screen right now. It's a little bit more violet and purple, I guess you can say. But anyway. Oh, I guess it's actually starting to rain because or I just imagined like feeling like a raindrop on my hand. I mean, it's not too far away from home anymore, but still, well, some meters. So no, I'm not lonely. It's like a lonely walk because, you know, I'm alone on this walk. But of course, it's not a lonely walk in the sense of you guys being with me right now, so. Did you like Dark's final season? Yes, I did. I can imagine that some people might think it's like a little bit overblown and over complex. for the sake of complexity maybe, but I mean it definitely makes sense when you think about it, how everything is lined up and structured. I won't say anything else because that would mean I'm gonna spoil you if you haven't seen it yet, so I won't do that. But yeah, I like it. Really like the whole show. Das war nur Mückenpipi. Yeah, I mean, I haven't, like, that was pretty much the only raindrop I felt. I mean, or maybe I just imagined things. I don't know. Oh, what is this? Okay. That is new. Well, cool that the fairness zone begins right there, because it always says fairness zone. We have a couple of those signs here. And then, you know, all cops are bastards. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. And there again, the fairness zone. So might get a little bit louder now because I'm gonna get closer to the Autobahn. So don't wonder. Well, right now there's no one driving. Cool. Exactly when I turned the camera around. And it's, I don't know. Looks like rain, yet then again, it doesn't. Rain? No rain. Rain? No rain. I don't know. What is a fairness zone? I guess it just like means be fair to everyone, you know. Oh, by the way, it might be echoey. Some reverb here. La, 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 la. Yeah. I like the lighting here. It is Chess couldn't resist. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So I think I'm gonna stream for 8 more minutes, like when I'm gonna reach the 1 hour mark, or like 7 more minutes it is. Lost signal? No, I didn't lose any signal. I hope I didn't. At least it didn't show. The opera show. Oh yeah. Ooh, really looks cloudy there, like really dark. Maybe even like Gewitter. Thunderstorms, you know, like Gewitter, as we say in German. Gewitter. Tunnel acoustic day. I mean, you know what? I've really thought about that. Wouldn't it be cool for a band to really play like an acoustic set or sorts in a tunnel, like that one maybe, like a little tunnel with really echoey acoustics and stuff, or like a bathroom session. I know for a fact that the Foo Fighters have recorded their new album, and they have shared some photos of that process, pretty much, of doing that recording. And there was one photo in which there was like a setup in a bathtub and a bathroom. So I guess they have used that in a way, and I'm really curious because, of course, you know, Foo Fighters are one of my favorite bands. And gonna be curious as to whether we can hear that bathroom influence in the record. Ist da ein Gewitter? No, not yet. At least not here. But, you know, I don't know. Looks really gewittery. Mixing German with English. Gewittery, like thunderstormy, gewittery. Wir sprechen American. Du hast. Germany Travel Personal Guide, by the way. Hi, thanks for tuning in. In Neuss, Saarbrücken. Kein Gewitter. Ah. Ich wollte fragen, wo die Nacht das Gewitter war. Das war über Bochum. Was? Über Bochum? Saarbrücken? Something like that. The lovely Gewitter Oma. I've actually made a video about that one. Like, because that is one of the earliest German memes, if you will. Die Gewitter Oma. Like, maybe made that video 4 years ago or like 3 years ago at a max. Quite a few groups have done warm-ups in bathrooms because of good acoustics. The Supremes did that. Yeah, and I've also seen, I don't know which band it was actually. Like, because I also really enjoy watching making-offs of albums and stuff that I really like, by bands that I really like, of course. It could have been Opeth actually, and they recorded in a, like, it was a little small, really small room, but a really, really high one with a high ceiling. Really, like, I don't know, 10 meters maybe? 10-meter high ceiling, but only like a really small room where only one person with like a drum kit could fit in. And that really gave the sound so much echo, but a really distinct one. Really cool. I like those gimmicks in a way, and those production helpful elements in recording an album and stuff. Smartin! Der Martin. Hi! Do you still translate from German to English im Kopf? Do you still translate from German to English in your head when you speak English? No. No, not at all. I mean, every now and then there might be some few, like a couple of words that I can't really come up with right from the get-go, and then I have to rethink, okay, what was that in English? And sometimes I even forget some certain words in German, and the first thing that comes to mind is the English word. That also happens, which is really strange. I know, but because I'm usually like speaking English pretty much every day, and I'm communicating in English with you guys on YouTube and social media and stuff. I'm pretty much used to that, I'd say. So I don't have to think about that anymore. But back in the day, that was different. Of course, I wasn't really used to speaking English all too much. But these days, not a problem anymore. I don't think, at least. What? English off between you and German. I mean, you know, to be fair, he has studied English at university, so he would win in terms of like having gotten a grade in that stuff, because I don't have like a degree in English. But yeah. And of course it's not a competition in the first place. Since I'm studying Korean at home, why are you studying Korean? I wonder. Feel free to tell us, Martin. Vlad, you're not alone, we are here. I know. But it's like me walking here, so. Oh, by the way. Whoops. That sign is die Sackgasse in German. Literally speaking, the ball sack. Well, dead end. In English it's just a dead end, but in German we say Sackgasse. Sack, dead end. Sack end. Sack alley. Or as I like to refer to it, the Ballsack dead end, the Ballsack Street, whatever you want to call it. Vielen Dank für deine Videos, Dave. Viele Grüße aus Peru. Luis, thank you for tuning in, for watching, and for your greetings. And cheers from Germany, of course, to Peru. Have you ever been on the Teufelsberg? No, I've heard of it before, but I have never been there. But do you have like a proper way of using it, Martin, or is it just like learning for yourself? And do you have anyone from Korea you know to actually be able to communicate in Korean with? Cold sack? I don't know. Anyway, guys, this is the end of this live stream. Hope you enjoyed this one again. It's always fun to do these. And yeah, wish you a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, as I've said before in previous Lonely Walk in Germany live streams, I try to do at least one of them every month. And I still want to keep doing that. So I guess we will see again in August next month. But I have many new videos prepared or in the making. So there will be there will be new videos soon. So stay tuned and spread the word if you know anyone who is interested in learning more about the German language or in Rammstein and both. If you want to do that, that is greatly appreciated and helps the channel a lot. So thank you also very much. See you around and yeah, enjoy the rest of Sunday, I think. Thanks for everything. See you soon. Bye bye. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye bye.